Hey y'all. Just got a hold of a new book. D.G. Yuengling and Sons Incorporated. By one Robert A. Musson. M.D. He included M.D., which I found amusing. It's a book about beer. But it kind of reinforces his biography in the back, which describes him as... What does it describe him as? It doesn't describe him as an enthusiast. I suppose I just think of him that way. He's done a bunch of books on brewing. A lot of it very local stuff to him, Ohio and Pennsylvania. So he's clearly an enthusiast, a hobbyist, loves this stuff. And you can tell from the book, actually. Really just collections of photos. It's from the Images of America series. Very cool stuff. I wrote up a review on my blog. So lots of advertising posters. The brewery started in 1829. So there are photographs that go pretty far back into the 1860s, I think. Look at that. Shown here in 1841. That woman was Elizabeth Betts, married to David Yuengling. Well, it's really just pictures. This series of books where this publishing house does, like a lot of local histories, a lot of I guess hobby-specific histories as well. I first came across them when I owned a bookstore. I carried a history of this town of Greer, South Carolina, and I absolutely loved that book. It was so cool to see pictures of, because I'm not from here, roads that I lived just off of back when they were dirt roads, but now they're major highways. So if you're into that kind of thing, but for beer, this is pretty cool. I'm a fan of Yuengling. My regular bar, they do $2 pints of Yuengling, which is pretty awesome. The only downside of that is that it's hard to order some other beer because that $2 price is hard to resist. But Yuengling is one of those breweries that made it through the Depression, and they did it without turning into absolute crap, which is pretty awesome. So when you get to the history, when you get to the portion about the Prohibition, that's absolutely fascinating. They, like other breweries, branched out. So like some breweries did soda, some went dairy and ice cream. These guys did ice cream and milk. But they also did cereal beverages. Less than 0.5% ABV. They were marketed as something to go along with lunch or whatever. Really just to replace the hankering for beer. But they even did one based off of their porter. So they had a porter, had to kill that. So then they marketed Pour Tor, which was a healthful and salutary beverage. Anywho, the photos are fun. On my blog, I put the link to the website if you care to follow up on it. But really cool stuff. Pictures of the old beers, old bottles, advertising posters. Some of the coolest pictures are of just people just sitting back and enjoying a beer. There aren't a lot of them, but there are a few. Here's one. Here's my favorite. Hopefully you guys can see that. So, D.G. Yuengling and Son. Dr. Musson gets kudos for putting this together. And I hope you guys are having a good one. Peace be upon you.